So hello everyone. So we are going to just discuss the PYQ of electrical. So it will be the unit 1 and we will be discussing the paper of 2020 22 to 23, and I request you everyone to just have a glance at the papers and note down with your pen and copies, and the target of likes is 25, and then we will be discussing the others units also and others papers also. So we have near about 6 to 7 PYQs and we will be discussing one by one, and I hope if you cover this series you will be definitely getting the 50 marks question from the PYQ series itself. So let's begin. So let's begin with the question 1, that is we have described the active and passive elements. So I request you to just write whatever it is given in the definition, because you don't have to write the definition by your own, like understanding basis, because you will not getting the whole marks. Like it is written active element, so you have to write an element, because if you write something else like and something element related, or any you write any object or any other like things, so you will be not getting the marks here, because element is important point here. So an element which can apply or deliver energy is called active element. So you have to write this, and then you have to write the examples also. So I will say you just mark the divider in the copy and then write active and passive elements, and then describe that an element which deliver energy is called active, and the element which dissipate energy is called passive, like resistors, capacitor, and other things. Then moving on the next question. So we have the next one is unilateral and bilateral. So you have to just define unilateral and bilateral. Before this, we have to describe linearity. So linearity is described as an element which obeys the principles of Ohm law is called linear element, or the element which obeys the principle of superposition and homogeneity is also called linear element. So you have to write whole definition. Power part is also to be described here, and you have to provide the examples, and if you provide the non-linear elements also, then it will be good and well and good. And next one is unilateral and bilateral. So unilateral, an element which follow the VI characteristic changes with the change in the direction of the current is called unilateral. So the example of this is diode. So you have to just mark a divider and then write bilateral also, an element which in which VI characteristic does not changes with change in the direction of current. If current changes, then VI characteristic does not change, then it is called bilateral element. For example, resistors, capacitors, and inductors. As you can see, and diode follows the unilateral condition, so you have to give the examples accordingly. So now moving on the next question, that is describe the voltage source and the current source. We have to describe it and then draw the necessity representation. Ideal voltage source is it gives the constant voltage across its terminal, that is the definition, and then you have to write it all the notation that is given out here, and then draw this diagrams also. So moving to the next, that is current source. Ideal current source, you have to describe constant load current at its terminal irrespective of the load voltage or the terminal, called ideal current source. Now you have to draw this diagrams. So moving to the next question, that is describe KCL and KVL with necessary circuit diagrams. So Kirchhoff's current law. So you have to describe it, and you have to write in this law of conservation of charges. So this is the main point, and then you have to draw this circuit diagrams, and you can write it also that like applying KCL. That is what we are getting out here. Okay. So moving to the KVL, Kirchhoff's voltage law. It is the statement says that it follows the law of conservation of energy, and KCL follows the law of conservation of charges. So both are the things that are very important. You have to draw the diagrams also. So moving to the next questions, we have determine the currents in the various branches of the circuit shown by the nodal analysis. So you have to do here nodal analysis you have to do. So the calculator is the most important thing out here, that you have to know how to solve it out, because if you don't have the practice on these questions, then you can't do it, and you cannot end up at the last moment that you are trying and solving all these questions, because these are the questions may got repeated, because several times these type of questions come, or the values may be same, and this might also happen. So if you don't know how to solve these problems, please comment down. I will just make a separate video for this, and I will also tell you how to just calculate it using the calculators, and the same goes for the here also, loop and mesh current method is also there, so definitely we can solve it out. So if you have any problem, just comment it down. Thank you everyone for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed a lot. Thank you.